Good evening, traders. The time is 16:25 p.m. and we're currently doing volume 11 of our weekly series so far, of our weekly outlook series so far. Interesting week we had. I mean, we've got the Bank of England rate decision this week, which is going to be interesting for the pound and for the pound yen as well. We had a very successful week. We netted 247 pips in profit, percentage wise, which 8.7%, 8.07%. I mean, sorry. We're gonna start with with DXY, and I will show you our trades at the end in our group, because I think this week is gonna be interesting, anyways, because it goes into the new month. I mean, I feel like DXY has got a lot more downside to go. A very interesting liquidity sweep this was, because we can see we are still in this downward channel, and we did see it if we were to break. I think it's 100, 100 and 788. Yeah, if we were to break this and fake out, we will obviously come back up. And what did we did? What did we do? Come straight back up. So I've got these two levels marked on. I feel like this will get the rest filled in at 102. 0.226 within 101.188. So I feel like we do have this Fibonacci marked on, but we can see now. What we can see now is that we are trending up from the lower time frame, and I feel like we could at least fill in the rest of this. As we can see, it's still got some way to go. I thought Friday as well. I would took the short and the Euro longs because I missed them. I missed cable longs as well. It was very unfortunate. But I thought as well, since we were to come down, this would have been the high it would have tapped into. But where it did tap into, I mean, it's tapped into, I don't know, don't really know, or should have been as high, or should have been as candle. But it's very interesting where it really did come down into. So I feel like what the ultimate outlook really is to try and look for this week, because we've got a 2 weekly as well, bullish, and I feel like we could at least visit 103, because the channel's still down. No matter what the monthly price action is seeing, the trend is your friend. So I feel like we could at least come into our ribbons, into a 9, 17, 22 and 60, which could really lead into 103, and come, like, it depends how it really drags. It could be more or less, who knows. Who knows. So I feel like going into next week is, for me, is to just try and catch that wick to fill in this rest of this fair value gap. But the thing is, I'll show you Euro USD after, but Euro have a bit of a different outlook. I feel like Euro from Sunday open could potentially just melt, and if it does, that means it's going to leave this fair value gap, which means it could have a higher odds that we won't really see this, or maybe come further down. But since the 2 weekly has closed bullish, I mean, it's going to take another 2 weeks to really see what's going to happen. So it's very interesting. It's not going to really close right back down. I mean, it could, but the odds of that happening is not very high. So for the daily, it's a very interesting daily candle, as you can see as well, where it did tap into that high, come down, but I thought that would have been a really nice place for DXY to come back down to potentially push higher. I mean, what we do have is this fair value gap. I don't have it marked on because it makes the chart too messy, but this fair value gap to me looks very nice to get filled in. So I feel like going into this week is to just, since it has filled in this fair value gap, I mean, it potentially could just push up higher. And what it has done is fill in these fair value gaps, and it's coming to the 618, 0.618 Fibonacci sequence, closing as a doji. It could be getting some shorters in, but since we know the trend is up, it it's closed in this, it could potentially just Monday just rise. But what I would like to see is it create that wick, and that means it's coming down, filling in more of this 4 hour bullish candle. And you can see as well the force we did mention on our Twitter as well. If it was to fail to stay above 100.779, sorry, it will come down and correct, and we won't see very strong resistance. So this candle is a very interesting candle to work on with. So ultimately is to just try, the ultimate trade is to just try and catch that weekly wick below here to fill in the rest of this fair value gap. This is the weekly fair value gap. This is the bullish one, but there's no point really marking that on. So for me, it really is to just uh, try and catch this weekly wick here. But who knows? It could really just rise up, since this could be high low formation. But that's DXY guys. Next 2 weeks, monthly. I'm not really going to see much to the month, because I like to see the monthly closure. But what it has done is, fill in this fair value gap. As you can see, still leaving a tiny one. But since we've got the weekly and the daily info marked out on the heads, it's got higher to go in my opinion. As we can see, yes. Euro, weekly as well. I mean, it's very interesting, because it is DXY, but the way it's Eurusd. It's got a fair value gap here, which I'll show you in a second. But since it's created 3 highs, but within these 3 highs, it's created this high-low formation. Before this comes up, this at least needs to get filled, in my opinion. But as we can see, with the ultimate setup realistically is to try and come up here, leave that wick, and come down. But I mean, that doesn't have to happen. From my perspective, this could really just come down. And if this was to just come down straight away, I would feel like once it comes in here, if it comes down, it should really get bought, since it's leaving this fair value gap and came into the bottom of our VWAP, and that's why I think it's got a high chance in coming down. But I do, you can see this is mid VWAP. It could potentially hit our mid VWAP. I mean, where it has hit so far is the 50% of the Fibonacci, as we can see, dot on 50% and dot on that low. So Friday, this could have been a good short, but why would you want to short at 4 p.m. Friday anyways? But let's go with daily. I mean, it seems like it is priced in a higher low so far, but since we've got the lower time frame order flow trending down, and people's probably going to be buying this. I mean, I wouldn't say there's nothing wrong with buying this, hitting a 60 EMA. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But since the order flow is down on the lower time frame, I'm gonna say this is gonna fuck these buyers from Friday. As if you look back in time as well, Fridays are potentially always fake moves. I'm not gonna show you this now, but just look back on your charts. Fridays are always fake moves. So that's not Friday, is it? Yeah. This is news anyways. Since where did it tap in? Filled in this fair value gap. Did it tap in this candle? Nearly, but the price action right now, daily 3D, is not very nice. I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, what the XY looks like as well. I mean, really should just try and catch these highs. I want to see this fair value gap get filled in before we push up higher. As we can see as well, what happened really before, we had a lot of fucking around, fucking loads of buyers, you can see, etc. But you trend is your friend, so I can see, we can see now, wouldn't come down. I'm not going to see a short straight away when I see some confirmation, but since the weekly has closed bearish, more or less we're going to have to see shorts to come down, aim for the slow. Okay, that's Euro guys, we'll see what happens. Cable, we did see as well, cable was going to test 1.27594, it didn't, but it did. I mean, it did, but it didn't. And I feel like since the 2 weekly, oh, I never went over 2 weekly on Euro. Since the 2 weekly as well on Euro, that's why I feel like this high. If this high happens this week, it'll be beautiful shorts. I mean, it'll be beautiful shorts. That means it's creating that 2 weekly wick. But who knows? Cable, since the 2 weekly has closed like this, I mean, I don't think this is a cable's top because cable needs to fill in these fair value gaps before anything. Before anything. These need to get filled before anything happens. As we can see on the 2 weekly as well, it's tapped into this, and I feel like we did have this marked on as well, as I thought this could have been tested this week, but I feel like it could be tested this week. It's a very interesting weekly candle. Um, so like, what has it done? There's not much we can really see here. This is still getting rejected. This fair value gap from here. Um, but I feel like we should at least come down. I mean, the pocket is here. We should come down and maybe test this. If we do test this, as you can see, interesting fake Friday candle. As we can see, order flow still down. I'll go over the thesis I have, but I want to go over price action on a higher time frame right now. As we haven't hit the 60 EMA yet, as we can see what we're doing now, hitting my ribbons, coming in, filling this fair value gap. I mean, I'll go over my thesis in a second, but I think since we are still trending up, this is news. It's created a low high. This is its swing high, swing low. I'm not gonna see it like the real swing high, swing low, because the real high, swing low, real swing low, real swing high is here. But waiting for the next real swing low. This, I don't believe this is the next real swing low, because we've still got this. This is like the short-term swing high, swing low. Potentially we're looking for another short-term swing high, another short-term swing low, which could potentially be the swing low to be in the new swing high. Let's draw fib on. I enjoyed the fib on cable to see what really is happening. Oh, we are hitting the 618 Fibonacci, but I believe this has got further down to go since the order flow is down, since the 2 weekly and the weekly is looking like this. I mean, monthly, as we can see as well, in my opinion, once it's close like this, what's going to happen? It's sitting on this high, more or less going to aim for the side, this side and this, in my opinion. But that's not until monthly closure that happen. I forgot what to do with which one is it? Weekly as well. I mean, you can see our thesis here is that more or less 1.29 as well. We did call great cable shorts if you like our previous week. And this is the 618 Fibonacci retracement. We can see it's creating like more or less a top here, but it's got a bit of a rejection candle. So if this can, and our ribbons, if this could potentially come up, take these highs out, could potentially be a nice short opportunity, as I feel like this should get tested. This should get tested, or if we can stay above this for a short, like a period of time, it could potentially go up. But since we've got these highs, these lows priced in, the order flow on the lower time frame, this is going down in my opinion, guys. This has got further down to go. I think August is going to go up for the monthly candle. So that's it for cable, guys. In my opinion, the best place for me to look for short is above these highs, above this 2 hour candle as well. Maybe mid VWAP, it depends how the mid VWAP really starts declining. So yeah, guys, that's cable. Pound yen, it's very interesting. I don't have an outlook, as I thought this candle, and with the candle looking like that, I thought this weekly candle was going to close nicely to see this is going to correct. But since it's still staying inside this range, this accumulation, it's very difficult to see what's happening now. Monthly is very interesting as well. I mean, what did it do? It's more or less filled in most of this fair value gap. I mean, you could have looked along it, but I thought we'll wait till Friday, because it was Friday when this type of move occurred with the Bank of Japan, and yeah, I've just came back in now, so I don't really have an outlook on Gbpjpy being very interesting the way it's been moving because it's just very political. So yeah, yeah, I wouldn't say weekly. There's just not much we can see. There was not much we can see of pound yen. So yeah, that's it, guys, for pound yen. Um, gold, gold. The reason why I think DXY could potentially see 103 as well is because if gold can close bearish, I mean, we could potentially be looking for liquidity down here and fill in this rest of this fair value gap. But I don't believe that could happen since the one second, that just since the monthly is closing like this. As you can see at the levels we have marked on from 1945.84, from 1935.05, and what is that? These two levels here, which could be, in my opinion, a nice, it hasn't closed yet, but a nice place to leave a wick to just shoot higher. But it's an interesting weekly closures, as we can see. It's like these candles here. Why isn't that? These candles here. It looks like a double top, doesn't it? With the wicks. Uh, with the wicks failing to stay above these levels. So I feel like at least we should come down in the order flow. Low time frame order flow is confirming we should come down and at least fill in the rest of this fair value gap. And if this holds, we could be aiming for this fair value gap as well going into next month. As we can see as well, I want too much stuff drawn in here, but we can see. We can see the swing high, swing low. Could this be the new swing high? In my opinion, I don't think it is, because we can see. That's why I had the highs marked on. As we can see, high low, high high, high low, high high, high low, high high. In my opinion, this is a high low. Sunday, could it potentially push up? Could. Is it longable? I don't think it is. That's why I always wait for the perfect setups. We can see we've got a huge fair value gap to get filled. It's brought in this structure, filling this fair value gap, filled in this fair value gap from 19. What have we done? From 1945.84 to 1935.05. I think the best shot is like, where will that wick get left? It's an interesting daily candle as well, but like I said, guys, Friday is normally the fake move as well. 3D. As long as we can stay, if we can stay above this high, it means it could push higher and try and aim for the highs, but I don't think we will. So for me, my thesis in gold is to look for shorts going next like this. Shorts going into next week like this. That's gold, guys. Crypto, I mean, there's not much to see from crypto from our previous weekly outlook. I mean, where was Bitcoin last week here? Took a little dump, but seems like it's holding in, and I feel like it could at least try and. You can see how small these candles are. If we can come into the trend line, I think it should push up. As the way the dollar is looking, the way forex is looking, the way commodities are looking as well. Let's look at oil. I don't trade oil, but oil is a good way of looking. I think I've got some levels marked on. Oh, do not. Oil is a good way to see what the inflation is looking, and I believe CPI bottom is in now. This is confirming for me, and with the dollar lower, that means commodity prices should be higher. And there was sayings by a guy, a smart guy called Martin Armstrong, saying that we are gonna witness a 2023 commodity boom, and this is so far. This is July, but August very soon. So we've got what, nearly not long left of the year. feel like we should see a commodity boom because I believe the guy. So that's it for our weekly outlook, guys. I don't really have much drawn on for the indexes, but in my opinion, let's just look at this. Let's take everything off. In my opinion, this is in for new highs. In my opinion, it is. It's in for new highs. I mean, it's leaving this huge fair value gap. So will August come down with a nice bearish candle and come down? I mean, it's very likely, but I feel like it's really emphasized. It's trying to, but who knows? August could potentially be bearish candle. But the thing is, I am a bull on Eurusd, etc., which should mean a bear on the dollar. And I'm not sure if the SPX should fall and the dollar should fall. I don't know if that works. But that's it for our weekly outlook, guys. I will go over our Telegram now. Um, go over our Telegram with the trades we did take. I mean, my monitors are just not working correctly right now. Okay, wanted to also we've got a new group chat set up right now. This is very interesting. We'll start from this week. It's not going to show you guys, but we can see Euro as well. So we did dump from our bottom view up. But I'm just going to go over cable. Cable's our first trade as well. Oh no, this is not even a trade. We did have this pendant. This was news as well, and it dumped, which is just very annoying. So our first initial setup was wrong. It wasn't wrong. We just never got tagged in along the euro here as well. I mean, we could have really taken profit, but what happened? We got some nice profit, filled in this fair value gap, and I closed out at minus 16.7 pips, minus 0.56%. So that was Monday. No, yeah, that was Monday. Tuesday as well, we shorted gold, as I thought we were to fill in 1945 fair value gap. But what it did, it just filled in the 2-hour fair value gap. As we can see as well, and we hit TB1, which is 64.5 pips. Then our settlement on plus 1%. Our settlement was break even. Euro as well. Whoa, this is very annoying. As I thought, since the Federal Reserve rate decision, I thought since we were rejecting my bottom VWAP, I thought it was going to dump. So I took my profits early. Then we pumped, which is very unfortunate. We missed cable longs as well. Here as well. More risk free. TP1 was the daily high, which is very close, as we can see, which was the daily high. This was at 1738, before the Federal Reserve decision. I thought we would dump here, but we pumped, which would have really hit our targets, which would have been this setup here. So it could have been an even better week for us. We shorted the euro as well. We were very close from getting stopped out. But what would happen? We came in our mid VWAP, and we dumped. This hit our targets. I don't know what we've done. And this is TP1, TP2, and we did, as we can see, cable. Our thesis was correct for the week. Where's cable? But yeah, cable as well. Cable very interesting. As I thought we were to really hit our weekly level. It did price in a high low, and boom, Friday was a pump, as Friday is normally a fake move. So yeah, that's it, guys. We had a very interesting week. It looks like a good week for us this week for going into the new new month as well. So I hope you have learned something from this video. I'll try my best. Hopefully I will try and create some educational videos on how to use the video app, how the way I use the video app anyways, because I've found a way to really try and use it to its full potential right now. It's working like a god. But anyways guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.